This video shows Jerry Marshall demonstrating how to throw a very large platter. This is part 2 of a videotape series. The first videotape shows in detail how Jerry wedges the clay and centers the clay when his intention is to throw such a large platter. Here we have skipped ahead and shown you only in very broad strokes how much time he spends centering that ball of clay. He started this video with about 15 or 18 pounds of clay, and he spent about 7 minutes wedging it and centering it before he gets the clay the way he wants it and before he decides it's ready to open. Because as Jerry says, if you don't center your clay properly for such a large project, you will fail.
Hold it because I've got soft clay, and I'll, whoops, that was my fault. There we go. Just push down. Notice it's really sort of thick right now. So it's about right there. It's just very. And I just take it and start pulling out. And I usually pull that. My natural movement is to go down when you do this. So now I can go back in here and compress the clay. Now, when I say compress the clay, because if you work this hard and spend this much energy and you don't compress the clay, and when you get the pot back it's got a crack in it, or it dries and it's got a S crack, it's just not worth it. So make sure you compress the clay. Okay, still very deep. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit more. So if you think you're going to get the center of this, you know, a couple of millimeters thin and then draw a wire under, it's not going to happen. It's because the wire will ride up in the middle and destroy the pot, basically, because you won't have a pot. So what I'm going to do is go down just a little bit more. Compress the clay, compress the clay. All right, now, you see what happens when you start pulling it out. This starts to bend over and everything, and so I only came out halfway from my mound. I really usually have a bigger sponge. I take this, I wrap it around, support on either side, and push down. All right, see, so now I've got a mass. This did not roll over. I didn't get any wet clay caught in the middle. Ready? Compressed again. Now, when you compress, don't just do lip service to it and go like that with a little water and a little brush like that, because all of a sudden it's sandy in the middle. So you'll know when you're not really compressing. All right, we're all ready. So I push down. I'm pushing down and pulling out at the same time. Okay, bringing it out. Now you have to watch it because you're, whoops, I don't know what's happening there. But anyway, your natural movement is to pull down. So be careful. Lift it up. Push it back down, because there might be a little wobble on this thing.
Performing the tiger claw is a way of recentering clay after you have opened it. A very useful trick.
Make sure you keep your elbow down on this leg, elbow on this leg, and as you start bringing it out, compressing, bring the, see how the leg moves out too? So it gives you a sense of just, you don't, it's not all in the arms, it's, because it acts as a help to keep you. Alrighty. Now I take this, and I'm just bringing it out. I want to make sure I'm getting a little bit level. I don't like that. This isn't the one I normally use. Let's see.
Now, how many times has Jerry compressed the clay on this platter? He does it over and over and over again. And that's why he does not get S-cracks in his platters. Jerry also frequently reestablishes the rims of his pots by gripping on either side with his left hand and pressing down with his sponge.
All right. What I do is I push my finger in underneath. There's no idea where that line is right there. But so if you can get close enough to it and try to keep it consistent, how far you push under to hold it right there, then that solves the problem. That goes for little plates also. All right, now we're just going to try this. What you want to do is I come in here, I do one pull up like this. You know, making sure it's nice and centered. I'll just come in here, do this now so that the wire will have a place to go under, because once you get this flipped over, it's often not easy to. At the same time, I push with the other finger. Amanda, how big's your kiln? When something dries and it's like this, as it dries, it has a tendency to kick up. Okay, I can look under here and try bringing it down one more time, but I have a feeling it's going to fall. This is super duper soft, so I'm going to act like I did it all right. I do a thing where I cut these out and then put a handle over there, and I don't just pull one under it. We want it to go around. We want to see the shadow of the wire. You see the shadow of the wire? Yeah. If you're not seeing the shadow, or somebody, if you're not seeing the shadow of the wire, then you're going to have too much trimming and it's a pain in the.
Wow, another great job.